Unfortunately, we are not moving into this house today.
It might take 24 hours to go off. I don't have 24 hours to go off.
Scary to put your hands in anything given scorpions live here. And then somehow George and I are going to transport a fridge. But I don't even know how. Down the drive. Today was the day that round 2 we were supposed to be out of our Airbnb. We had already extended by 10 days and given ourselves this deadline. And unfortunately, we are not moving into this house today. We have put in a lot of blood. We haven't put in a lot of blood. There's been sweat, tears, and on George's part, a little bit of blood because he's clumsy. And unfortunately, yeah, we haven't made it. There's just 2 factors that are out of our control that mean that we can't move in today. The first is that the Mary, so the local council, had a burst water pipe on our driveway and they didn't know exactly where it was. It was somewhere along that sort of 150 metres. Long story short, they ended up digging up the entire driveway, a 4-foot trench all the way down it to our front door. And they have repaired the pipe, which is cool, it's great. Means, you know, we don't have to worry about it again for another 50 years. But that meant that we couldn't get any deliveries or tradespeople to the house because the house was inaccessible by car. So the roofer couldn't come, and the roofer needs to come because we have a hole in the chimney in the kitchen, which means that water is coming down there when it rains, and so we can't actually build the kitchen yet. And then the second problem that he needs to fix is where the house and the barn join. There are some gaps, some holes, and so he needs to repair that lead flashing around that join because currently that means that we have water coming down into the bathroom. So the bathroom is unusable. So it's a shame, like it's a massive shame because we just really want to be in here. It will actually make things so much easier because we're not traipsing back and forth to the house. It means when the girls nap, I can do work or George can do work. And we just want to be in our own place. That's why we moved here. Didn't move here to rent an Airbnb. Anyway, it is what it is. We keep going. It's a gorgeous day. Life's fine. And while we're up here, so the jobs I'm going to do today are painting this door frame, hang this door, hang the door out the back there. Ideally need to sand and paint this door and sand and paint this door, clean the fireplace, and then we'll be good to start unpacking. Look at that. How pretty.
You joined me today in our slightly damp, but getting there bathroom. It's been a lot of work to get to the point we're at right now. It's just problems with it, like walls that haven't worked, and honestly, half of it is not buying the right things and having to do 3 or 4 trips to the bricolage, which takes an hour at a time. So it's not perfect, but it's getting there. Bath is behind me, almost ready to go in. I just need to build a bit of a framework, but today really is tiling. This wall behind me. This is we've got some lovely tiles which I'll show you, and we're going to be putting all this up and waterproofing all of that, then installing the bath and trying to make it so we can get clean and wash. So if you've never tiled before, then don't use this as a complete reference as how to do it, but I've done it a couple of times before and it's never leaked yet. So hopefully we can do the same again. There's a visitor.
Avec un pain au chocolat.
Somebody's been to the boulangerie.
Need fuel for this morning.
Oh yeah. Are there sharesies?
Depends how quickly this gets done.
Well, are you going to help me?
I've got a long list to do.
Fortunately, it's not that big a wall.
You have this done by lunch, right?
Yeah, it's 10:30 now. Lunch is at 12. I've got to get pan au chocolat first. It look good though.
George is very nervous.
I am. Here's the tile. Hold on. Here's a tile. See if the viewers can tell the difference between the wall that we've currently got and the tile. Hold on, I'll just see.
Good reference, actually.
Yeah, it's quite a good reference for how it's going to look. Yeah. What orientation are we doing?
That way.
That way. That's cool. And what did we experiment with? Oh, yeah. What did we experiment with?
What do you mean?
The other options with these tiles.
Oh, so you could go like a herringbone effect.
That is so many cuts and a pain in the bum.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're not doing that.
No, I partly chose this because of
She's so nice.
Or like a sort of subway, you know, you sort of stack them like that, subway tile. But they're not like, they're too thin for a subway tile.
Yeah.
They're nice, long, thin, so they should look nice, just sort of stacked vertically. I mean, the bathroom will look as I sort of hoped if you only look at this corner of it. But
So
if you look anywhere
what's
else,
wrong with this?
really trying to
Our
work
heating
with,
unit that's going really well.
Really trying to work with what's here, which is challenging.
Yeah, I don't know if you
Keep
can
trying
see
to
the
ruin
wall.
my vision.
Look at this wall, isn't it just? And then we've got these lovely tiles and oh no, we're missing a tile.
That's probably the worst bit's behind you.
Yeah, we won't show anybody that.
Look,
Right.
Look over here, not
Let's-
around here, just here.
Let's crack on and do some tiling. Where's my panache chocolate? No, other hand.
No.
Other hand. Give it. Give it.
The tile
Ah.
comes first.
We're tiling. We're tiling. So, this is going to support our bath on one side. And I'll build a frame on the other side. Oh, that's glue. Right, anyway. So, we are going to... Obviously, our bath level is down here. However, don't tile down to your bath. Because if I started tiling down to my bath level, I need to have my bath in. So, we're not going to do that. We're going to put in a stringer here. That will give us something to tile to and will support our tiles as we get everything installed neatly. And doesn't need to be held in massively well. 3 or 4 screws will do. But it basically just gives us, just ties the wall together. And you can then tile up from that. I'll put one on there as well. And then we can have a base to tile from. And then afterwards, we've got 1 tile's height to there. We then brush the bath back in, do the last bit of sealing around there and tile onto it. So we're going to waterproof this corner and this line here. And then get cracking.
Every time we want supplies, we have to go in here, which started out being all right, and then we had a hose pipe, and now it's like gross and wet, and I get a little bit freaked out every time. Right, where's that roller? Supposed to be in the paint box. Oh, we might be in luck actually. Let's see. Again, scary to put your hands in anything given scorpions live here. Oh yeah, okay. Oh no, that's crusty. That's better. Can't hold it. Roller! My door. Set myself up in the sun, so hopefully it dries quickly. Got my roller thing. Let's put some paint in it, and then we're good to go for painting door 1 of 3 in the study. 1, prepare your bucket. Done. Next job is to sand down these kitchen shelves, get rid of the bits on the edges, and then paint them white. Safety goggles on.
So this is what I'm going to use. Thank you Mappe for not sponsoring this video. Basically this is like an under tile waterproofer to impermeabilize it, as they say in French. I'm only going to use this in a couple of areas because it doesn't need to be everywhere. But the problem is it might take 24 hours to go off. I don't have 24 hours to go off, so yeah, 24 hours. Right, let's see how we go. We also have this band. Yeah, this band will go on and be set into this mortar once it goes on. Never used this stuff before, so I might try flat joint first to see how it goes. For this we have the budget float, because we don't use a good one for this, but yeah, let's go. Sort of like pre-made plaster, this. Gotta get it in the holes where we've got plasterboard screws. Smoosh it on. Definitely a better way to put this on than I am right now, but there we go. Hello there. Oh, I've run out of hands. Put you down. Now for this tape. Amazing. Handy. Always handy.
What's that?
This is, which nobody on that camera can probably see because of the angle, this is like a tape that sits into the waterproofing that stops all of our excess shower water becoming rotten floors and rotten walls.
So like tapes the seams.
Yeah, kinda. Though I mean, it's literally like cotton, so I don't understand how it is. It's more the stuff that it's sticking to that tapes the seams. We're excited for this to be done. It's been a while, but this is good. This is on.
There's a few important deliveries today. There's a vanity unit coming. There is the fridge.
For my makeup.
The fridge coming. So they're both between 1 PM and 3 PM. Although actually I think the fridge is actually now due at 11:30.
Oh great. And it's so
11:05.
isn't it? These are the deliveries that are going to come down our perfect drive.
Yeah, no, it's a bit worrying. No, I don't mean soon, not but it was saying 11:30 earlier. Vanity unit between 1 and 3.
Yeah.
And a baby hat.
A baby hat.
Most
Yeah.
important of all. That one might be the easiest to transport, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out for this. Maybe it's time for a coffee break in a minute. No, I've only just started. Can't have a coffee break.
Did you have your pan of chocolate?
I've had my pan of chocolate and
You haven't finished tiling.
I know.
You weren't allowed that.
There's a good chance I'm not going to be able to tile this for 24 hours because this stuff needs to dry.
Oh.
Or we just push on. Maybe we just push on. Stay tuned to find out which stupid decision
like
I
that's
made.
going to be something that we never like go, oh, I wish I could go back and tell my future self, don't do that.
Yeah. All 7 people in the comments are like, don't! You regret it. I mean, it's a bit overkill because the tiles will be over the top of all of this, obviously, and tiles and the grout we use itself is waterproof. Plus, you have the seals around all this. There are lots of places in a shower where water can go through, and there are lots of amazing products to stop that happening. And as you can see, I'm using none of those really amazing ones. I'm using what is available on short notice in a French bricolage, and it'll do. Okay, this is rough because it's going to get troweled with the stuff on top of it. Remember this tape? Oh yes, it was just a second ago. This is a harder one. Move out the way. It's perfect. This will also go along like behind the bath, so when the bath goes in, it'll go all around this edge and it sort of just sits a little lip under the tile, and it just kind of catches anything that sits behind there, and then you tile kind of straight onto that. It's better than just using sealant and just gubbing loads of sealant in as well. There will be some of that on top, and I'll try and do that neatly, but it's just a little bit of peace of mind. Most waterproofing I find is just peace of mind. It doesn't necessarily like do much more than if you have a good tile, well grouted. That'll do an awful lot of the job for you. The rest of it is just peace of mind.
We have our fridge arriving in 20 minutes and I'm really nervous because they tried to deliver it last week and there was a trench in the driveway, and now the trench is filled in, but there's no way a Luton van is going to be able to pass down here. It's like wet and muddy and it's going to get stuck. So we're just going to tell them to drop it there, and then somehow George and I are going to transport a fridge, like I don't even know how, down the drive, but we really need it, and I don't think we can change it now without having to pay for deliveries. So yeah, wish us luck. Got a fridge. It's here on the back of the tractor. Brilliant, because that's the only way to transport it down there, because that thing wasn't getting down there.
You could do more throttle if you'd like. You're doing fine though.
Okay, I'll be there.
Just doing a fridge delivery. Fridge delivery. It's a little muddy. Yeah, the views from that hill as you go up, unbelievable.
They're amazing.
The good news is we got a fridge today. The bad news is it's an absolute eyesore. It was originally supposed to go here, and then that would be our table with a little rug and everything. It would look really cute, but now the table doesn't fit there because the units just go a little bit too far. Well, the table fits but no chairs do. Then that renders that pointless. So yeah, don't know. We couldn't afford a cute little smeg fridge, could we?
Triple the price. Little bathroom update. So we have, well, we tiled. I tiled. Beautiful. We're missing a row down there, obviously, but that comes out. Then we put a row in, and there's a little row up there. Ignore this bit. I got a bit, I didn't measure, and I just splattered the tile cement on. But we have a bath and we have a frame that we're just building out because this bath has very narrow legs. Nobody will ever see under the bath, so bye-bye. And so building out that frame, and this bath is ready to go in. Yes!
Trying to clean this little stove in the study. I have my stove polish. I've hoovered the inside out, and so I'm going to try this on the outside part and see how that turns out. And then I need to do something with that glass as well.
But let me come. No, how do they get this up there? Yes. Come on, baby. Gentle, there we go. Oh, it's just too. No, it's going to go. We're going to make it happen.
Watch your fingers.
Right, cool. At the back, up your top corner, a little bit more. Sofa delivered, like barely damaged. I love, oh, gentle, keep going, vertical, up more. Yes. And now, line, come down. Yes, can you? What? Wait. Now. Yes! Oh, mamma mia, village people removals for the win. Woo! Oh, that fits beautifully.
And with that, after 4.5 weeks of hard work, we finally moved into our house. Now for the real renovation to start.